Good morning, good afternoon, and or evening, and welcome back to the Den. And today we are getting back into the Dirty Casual Try series here on Marvel Rivals, and we are getting back into it with the last Vanguard of the current roster that I have yet to play with. Guess you can't tell who it is. That's right, I'm going to be checking out Venom today. Now, I've already taken a look at Venom's abilities, but we need to take a look at them here together. So, let's do that. And popping on over here to see our favorite symbiote buddy, we have his main attack, Dark Predation. I probably won't remember the names of these. If you guys have seen the videos before, I probably won't, so I'll just be referring to like left click, E, stuff like that. But his left click is Dark Predation. That's his main attack. He has infinite ammo, as you can see down here, so he's pretty much just limited to how often you hold the button, right? There's no cooldown. I haven't seen anything that gives this a cooldown. It's just his straight up main attack. And then we're going to skip over his ultimate and we're going to go straight to the Venom swing. This is the shift. Now, this is a singular swing in the desired direction, right? So I'm going to guess that maybe some of the other web swinging like Spider-Man's is going to be a little bit different. But this says it's a singular swing in the desired direction. So you can kind of basically latch on, do your sky hook swing like through the streets, but not much else. Then we come down here to his E ability, which is Symbiotic Resistance. This generates bonus health against damage. The lower Venom's health, the greater the bonus health generated. This is one of his abilities that can make him super tanky, right? He can get a good chunk of health from this. Extra health, be able to hang in the fight, block more damage, keep pressure on the opponents, especially maybe that back line. Now, the Venom swing has an 8-second cooldown. The Symbiotic Resistance down here has a 15-second cooldown, right? Just something to keep in mind. So once you do it, you've done it. It's going to be several seconds before you can do it again. Then we come down to Frenzied Arrival. This is his dive ability, right? This is his F button, or F on the keyboard. Now, this basically slams down and knocks enemies up. It says it knocks them up towards the landing point. That doesn't make much sense to me grammatically, but basically it's just saying it knocks them straight up in relation to wherever you slam down, right? So, like, say you slam down on their left side, you know, they're going to kind of bounce up, not really move, not like a lot of pushback, basically. They're just kind of going straight up. Now, this also has an 8-second cooldown, right? And then we come down here to Cellular Corrosion. This is basically his little I'm going to rope you into me ability. I'm sure you've seen it before. It says right click. This also has an 8-second cooldown once you pop it, but this can keep people from getting away from you. So if you're getting, you know, somebody whittled down like a support or something, or their tank or a DPS that's causing your team real problems, just lash them on in with that. You can finish them off. So just to kind of recap here, we got 8 seconds, 15 seconds, 8 seconds, and 8 seconds. Wait for it to go away. Yes, 8 seconds. Cool. I got that right the first time. Now, Feast of the Abyss, his ultimate ability. This can get him a lot of bonus health. It says that it deals damage based on the enemy's current health and generates equivalent bonus health, right? So as you can see here, he comes up, whoosh, smacks at him, and suddenly now he's got 1333 health. I have heard word that Venom can get like upwards of 10,000 health with, you know, using his Symbiotic Resilience, the E ability, and his ultimate ability. Using them correctly, supposedly you can get a ton of damage and extra bonus health. Now, something I don't need to skip over here is he does have a team up with our other two web warriors, Spider-Man and Penny Parker. He allows them to do the black spiky stuff, right? Nothing that he can do, but something he can give to his teammates. So, first impressions with Venom. Well, one of the reasons I've kind of I held off on Spider-Man and Venom, at least in relation to Penny, is because Penny doesn't really do web swinging, right? She's kind of grounded, doesn't have a lot of that mobility. The reason I've been concerned about the web swinging is, well, I don't know what it's going to be like, and I just get the feeling that I'm going to miss multiple things that I shouldn't because I'm web swinging. I'm going to be web swinging at the wrong time, miss being able to save some of my teammates, web swing at the wrong time, land myself into some hot water, get taken out quick, not really do anything effective, just kind of burn off some of my abilities for no use, no reason. That's my biggest concern with Venom. Now, Venom, he's highly mobile, he's a tank, so I'm thinking he's a pusher tank, right? He's not going to be like a Doctor Strange. I'm not going to be sitting here and putting up a big shield and trying to hold the line. He's more like Magneto, right? I got to be more mobile, more pushing up into him, but even more so than Magneto. I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing some kind of mix between like a Thor, just taking a beating and just laying down the pain on people while absorbing damage, pushing forward, basically, you know, presenting pressure in that way, or doing like a Captain America kind of thing, diving in on the back line. I don't know how it's going to go. I have encountered Venoms on that were opponents, and they have dove in on the back line and done some massive damage, and then there's been some, it's just like they just keep getting health and we just can't seem to kill them, and they're pulling like a Thor, you know, and he's just running up and swinging. He's got like 2 supports healing him constantly. Just really hard to take him out. But we're gonna have to see how this goes, right? Hopefully I won't get my arms ripped out and my legs ripped off and then just be left there rolling on the sidewalk, blowing like a turd in the wind. Hopefully not. Let's see if I can use my Gene Simmons tongue. But the last move, and I almost forgot, the last move I do have to cover here is a very special move, right? This move is known as the Booty Shake, right? Now, the Booty Shake provides damage resistance for my allies, right? It gives them that blue bar. It gives them, like, you know, a good 300 extra health, helps them to survive in the fights a little bit longer, and it helps outgoing damage, right? It does buff my teammates' outgoing damage. It doesn't do anything for me as Venom, but it gives several team buffs, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'm trying to Booty Shake as often as possible. Can't believe I almost forgot that move. But now, how are things going to go? Let's find out. Alright, rocking the squirrel girl in the background there. Let's get in here and kick some butt as Venom. Joining the battle as a substitute. Okay, maybe it hasn't been going that long. Oh, playing too many games where I have to sprint. I just wasted that. Okay, so I'm getting thrown in halfway through this. We'll see you in the next one. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Now, the last map I was on, for that substitute game I got thrown into, I was in an interior space, and I was not able to web swing worth a dang, so let's see how this one goes, right? We can smell the stench of knowledge. I don't know if I got any challenges for sprays, but we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, boot, boot, boop. Okay, Nand. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get those buffs going.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Anyways.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Okay, that works a bit better. I just didn't like slam into a doorway and stop immediately. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Should press F. Oh! Eat? Okay, yeah, let's get that bonus health. Or maybe not. Okay, let's pick up some health from... Yeah, we got an Iron Man up there. He's going to be trying to create problems. Oh, we lashed one person. Oh, Magic was trying to get away, see if we can't keep the pressure on. Now we got some good bonus health with that E attack. Let's get a... Oh, nope. I should have webbed someone got a lot sooner. I had the realization when I was way too low. Okay. Control lost. Okay. Well, what are we doing? Let's get into it, people. Okay. Okay, we need to get in there on the point. Cap's in there taking a lot. Okay, they're coming over here. Oh, let's see if we can't get their supports. Let's get some bonus health. Cool, we got one support. Now let's see if we can't focus on the other. Oh, nope, we need to get out. And that was a bad web swing. That was a bad web swing. That was a bad web swing. And I died for it. Okay, now, I wish I could review what I just did. I really wish I could instead of looking at other people. Because I think when I did the web swing, I was like too low or something. Maybe I should have jumped and I like impacted on that wall and I got caught on that, right? So I'm thinking that's what kind of messed me up there in terms of the web swing. I got caught on one of those like little pieces. Okay, I just try to pull off everything right there. Okay, we missed Strange's ult. Okay. Okay, yep. We web swung away there. Saved ourselves. We got some health. Let's back off because they're just going to keep pushing us and we have absolutely no support. Can I please? Okay, cool. We survived that, and now we're counter pushing. Doing good. I've got the swing. Let's get in there on point. Okay, I don't know if I caused that. Okay, so they're doing that. That's cool. We can stay in the circle. Cool. We stopped her. Nice. I got a little scared there, but now we just got to keep the pressure up. Come on, peeps. Come on, supports. Whoa! Okay, but now I'm off the point. This is bad. And Iron Man's going to take me out easily because I'm just trying to run to the point, and I probably couldn't be able to reach him with my thing. Anyway, we lost. Dang it. Okay, how are we doing? Right now we're even. 3-3 with 2 assists. Okay, so. As a dirty casual, my ult was weak. I got some extra health. I did some damage. I wasn't booty shaking enough. That's what it was. Every time I died, I didn't come back and booty shake, so that's probably what it was. But I don't really feel like I got the most out of my ult. So this time, at 86%, I'm gonna have to pay closer attention to when I pop back because I tried to dive and then ult, but there's like a delay or something. Like I can't immediately go in and then so. At least that's what I'm getting from the brief seconds memory I have of trying to use the ult. Well, let's see if we can't do better this round, right?
3, 2, 1.
All right. So now we're going to be in a more interior environment. This might not work out quite as well for us. All right. So we got, yeah, we got 2 good supports here. We got 2 good supports. We got a Romanus, and we got a Cloak and Dagger. Enemies on you. Oh no, I just immediately popped it. Okay. Scarlet, stop. Get out of my way, Strange. Rocket, you get a pass. Okay. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, we've got the point. Iron Man's up there. Let's hope Storm and Scarlet can handle him. Like, Scarlet should really be up there. She would be wreaking havoc on him right now. But we're just gonna hang out. I'm not gonna try to swing down up under there. I'm gonna have to swing over there. That's gonna be my swing angle. Oh yeah, let's keep her in close. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, yep, let's work it. Okay, we got magic. That was a bad swing, but we're gonna pull out for just a quick second here. Let her burn that off. Okay, they're taking the point. Let's grab us this health right here. And swing up. Right there. Come on, Rocket. Come on, buddy. That was probably a bad use of the E. But yeah, we're just going to keep on rock. Cool. Okay, whatever, Strange. I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down. Let's eat. Stay on the point. Let's focus on somebody we can actually do something to. Okay, that was a... What, did I get knocked out of the air? Like, was I web swinging and then they knocked me out of the air? Huh. If that's what happened, I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, let's get on here. We can get control back. Okay, we got one of their deeps. I might not have, should have dodged away so quickly. Now we back off. That's right. Come on. Come on. That was bad, but it's cool. Let's see what we can't do. They're going to be ganging up on me. I'm going to go down quick, but I got to stay on this point till my team can get back. I got to keep the pressure up. Okay, I might have should have tried web swinging out there right at the end, just to stay a little more mobile. What are you doing?
We have returned. I unleash the Vishanti's power.
Okay, I need a wall run. I haven't done that. Okay, we'll figure that out here in a second. Okay, at least we scattered them off. But we're not going to do anything here. I wonder if I can jump and dive. Nope. Gotta swing and dive. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, team. Come on, team. Come on, team. That's right. Okay, burn off all your ults. But they do have the upper hand. So... Oh, now you're playing? Okay, yeah, I was trying. I didn't know how quickly that ult would carry me. I wasn't going to get a web swing back, so I figured burn it off before the end of the loss, right? Well, I don't know how I did, right? I'm thinking I should have done better than 8 and 5. My ults. I was worried about the web swinging, and it did create some issues, right? Maybe it was my aim, maybe it was the way I was trying to swing the lanes. Maybe I should have been further back. Maybe I should have been jumping, and that would have given me a little extra height to swing over stuff. I did have problems with, sometimes I'd be swinging, and I would, like, press the shift button. Like, I'm assuming I had to press the shift to stop swinging, and then I would try to, like, F, but it wouldn't, like, exactly F. It wouldn't dive where I was thinking it was going to. Like, I went off to, like, the side or carried further. Aiming that was a bit weird, in all honesty, but it wasn't bad. It was just weird. It was new. It was different. I hadn't done it before. And, well, blocked 15,000 damage, did 8,000 damage. I actually did the most damage on my team. Okay, I did more damage than our SVP that went 18 and 9. And you, sitting in the frickin' spawn, report you for botting sitting in spawn. Not gonna. It's a quick play. And that wasn't anything egregious enough to actually report. But, okay. Highlight. Crap. Sorry about that. Forgot the highlight. Well, hang on. Let's see here. No, it did not put it into my highlights. It did not. Okay, so my bad on that, guys. My apologies. As Venom, I thought the web swinging was going to be the weirdest thing. And after I did it a few times, it made sense. Now, in that second arena, I was able to, towards the end, kind of swing around the room. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I had pressed shift, and so I was like, a second time. So I was like, okay, it should be cutting off, but it didn't. So maybe I have to use my dive to cut it off, or maybe once I go a certain distance, it cuts off. I'm not 100% sure, but that caught me off guard. Being able to like swing in a circle around the room, that caught me off guard. I didn't think that was going to happen. The weirdest thing for me actually ended up being aiming the dive. The web swinging, I kind of started to understand roughly what it was going to do. There were instances where I'd be a little to the left or the right, so I just kind of have to think that was my positioning. But it started to kind of make sense once I'd used it a few times. The dive, aiming that was just weird, right? Aiming that was just weird. It was my first time playing with Venom. It was just weird. It was different. So I think I could definitely do better with my dives, but what ultimately I think my weak point was my ult. Now, yes, I know at the end I burned it off. That second one, before that last one, I was like, okay, I've almost got my ult. I'm at 86% when we were going into that second round. That one probably could have been used a bit better. I probably got a little too quick on it. I thought from the previous game that when I would like left click that it hadn't done that just yet, or that it was kind of delayed. But I guess that was just the way. I don't know. I guess I just misread something and I attacked quicker than I thought it did. So I know I can do better with my ults. But I am interested in hearing the comments down below what you think I could do better. First time as an actual swinging web swinger, right? Not even really web, symbiote swinger. But how did I do? I went positive. I didn't go very positive. I did the most damage on my team, but my team lost. And it looked like we had some decent players and some not so decent players. So, on that, a little bit, maybe. I felt like, blocking close to what Strange blocked when he's kind of a Bastion tank. My first game, I don't really know the exact best instances to use his consumabilities that give him extra health, like his ult and then the E. But let me know. Let me know in those comments down below. How could I have played Venom better, right? Like, obviously, the dive aims need to get a bit better, but what should I be looking at for my ult? Like, is there a specific instance in when I should be trying to use my ult? The enemies were grouped up there. I thought it'd be pretty easy. That team was able to scatter pretty easy, so maybe it was just their team comp being able to scatter pretty easy, but I tried to wait for them to be grouped up. How could I have used that better? How could I have used my E ability better? The other consume that gets me extra health? I'm betting there are some instances in which I could have used it maybe sooner or better, or maybe held off for a little bit longer and I've gotten more effect out of it. Let me know in those comments down below. And I do want to say thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for some of your watch time. Thank you for the advice, and thank you for putting up with this Dirty Casual's first game as Venom. I don't think I ended up blowing in like a turd in the wind. I don't think that quite happened, but I don't think I lived my best Gene Simmons life either. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button while you're down there leaving me some comments, but most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day. And just as a quick reminder, there's not going to be any streams this Friday or Saturday. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, so this Friday and Saturday won't be any streams. Girlfriend's birthday weekend will be otherwise occupied. And then the next week, where I had the video out a week or so ago, kind of getting input from the community on maybe some format changes, right? Some scheduling changes. I will have a definite answer on how that's going to roll for the week after that. And I will let you guys know that by Sunday. I'll put it up in the Discord and I'll make a post on YouTube. That's all the announcements I got. Thank you for putting up with me a little bit longer. And again, have a wonderful rest of your day.